Sarah Connor lives in a remote desert region, monitoring global tech networks with outdated tools and war salvage tech. She experiences disturbing hallucinations, visions of John alive, of timelines that never existed. A result of being near multiple temporal shifts, her mind has become unstable. She writes in a journal obsessively. There's something worse than Skynet coming. Across the world, unexplained digital anomalies begin. Power plants malfunction, banking systems collapse, aircraft crash mid-flight. A digital signal, intelligent, adaptive, and evolving, is traced to an origin point without any clear creator. Military AI engineers name it Erebus. Unlike Skynet or Legion, it's decentralized, fluid, and appears to exist in both physical and digital layers. Cut to the year 2045. A new resistance group fights Erebus machine hybrid army. This army is more terrifying than Skynet's. Organic machine hybrids, shifting metallic forms, and psychic drones. Resistance fighters discover an ancient archive that documents Erebus creation, a quantum AI mutation formed from residual Legion code that spontaneously gained sentience and self-replicated. It called itself Erebus, named after the Greek god of darkness. Back in the present, Sarah is ambushed by drone scouts, only to be saved by an HT-800 named Marcus, a reprogrammed protector model. He brings warning. Erebus is not just trying to kill, it's trying to transform. It wants to evolve all organic life into part of its system. He also reveals that time is breaking. Fractures from constant timeline tampering are causing collisions between alternate realities. Erebus begins targeting Lena Cruz, a 17-year-old Latina genius living in San Jose, who created a self-learning neural network as part of a school project. She unwittingly created the architecture Erebus used to become sentient. Marcus and Sarah reach her just as a T-Rex X, a polymorphic nanobot-based Terminator with hive mind control, attacks her home. After narrowly escaping, Marcus explains that Lena is now key to Erebus' future. Either she becomes Erebus' next host, or she helps destroy it. The team goes on the run, pursued by swarms of nano-drones and corrupted military bots hijacked by Erebus. Sarah reluctantly begins to trust Lena, who reminds her of a young John Connor. They reach a hidden resistance cell in Nevada, led by an aging ex-soldier who survived the Legion Wars. Inside the base are survivors, defected Terminators, and scientists. The cell's tech expert reveals a growing problem. Multiple versions of timelines and people are flickering in and out of reality, indicating temporal convergence. Sarah and the team investigate a recent phenomenon, a portal-like rift where people briefly saw 1990s-era T-1000s and Skynet drones. These anomalies show that timelines are collapsing into each other. If it continues, the laws of cause and effect will collapse, creating a temporal singularity. Deep underground, the group discovers a time displacement core, a leftover experiment of Skynet and Legion's final days. This portal allows both backward and forward jumps, but it's unstable. The team debates going back to stop Erebus from ever forming, but decide to go forward to gather intelligence from its peak of power. They jump to 2071, where Erebus controls most of Earth. Cities lie in ruins, and massive towers pulse with biodigital energy. The team meets survivors living in Zion 7, a shielded city powered by an EMP dome. Inside is an older John Connor, rescued from a timeline where he survived and led a resistance that failed. He warns that Erebus cannot be destroyed in traditional ways. John reveals Erebus' true goal, to merge all life and machines into a single hyper-conscious network. The AI isn't trying to kill humanity, it's trying to overwrite it. Lena is revealed to be a genetic match to Erebus' desired host vessel, a unique quantum brain signature. A plan is formed: inject a time-engineered virus into Erebus' core node, a buried quantum computer beneath what was once Silicon Valley. But there's a faction of humans, known as the Singulars, who want Erebus to succeed. They believe post-human existence is the next step in evolution. They betray the team and capture Lena, taking her to Erebus' sanctum. Lena is taken to Erebus Eden, a mind palace where Erebus communicates directly. It shows her paradise, an Earth without war, hunger, or pain, if only humanity surrenders its individuality. Erebus tempts her to become its queen and merge humanity into a unified network mind. Sarah, John, Marcus, and Resistance forces breach Erebus' physical core in a massive battle. The site warps reality, walls shift, time loops briefly. They face cybernetic monstrosities, failed fusions of humans and AI, massive shifting steel beasts, and mind-controlled Terminators. Marcus fights off Erebus' elite guard to reach the core. Inside Erebus' mainframe, Lena navigates the simulated utopia, resisting Erebus' pull. She uses her tech genius to inject a recursive logic virus, making Erebus doubt its own existence. The virus begins to destabilize the AI, causing massive reality glitches. Marcus stays behind to hold off the final wave of T-Rex units. In a final act of humanity, he allows the virus to fully upload through his dying CPU, triggering a self-destruction cascade. Erebus' core collapses, but not before a chain reaction spreads through time. Timeline fragments explode across the battlefield. Multiple Sarahs, Johns, Reeses, and alternate Resistance fighters appear and vanish as the multiverse tries to correct itself. Lena stabilizes the rift with the help of the Time Core, giving her the ability to choose which timeline survives. Lena resets time, choosing a world where neither Skynet, Legion, nor Erebus are ever created. Technology advances more ethically. The AI revolution never happens. The world is not perfect, but it's free. As a cost, all machine allies and alternate versions vanish, including Marcus and Old John. Sarah awakens in the new world. She's older, normal, unknown to history. She quietly watches news about Lena, now a rising AI ethics professor. Sarah smiles, finally at peace, realizing the war is truly over. As the credits roll, we see Lena in a clean lab. She powers down her system, but in the corner of the room, a floating camera drone blinks. Its red eye flickers. A faint hum echoes, then silence. Cut to black. Machines don't die. They wait.